Hey family, welcome to Family Meeple. I'm Raymond and this is Marvel United. Continuing our campaign, we are into the Spider-Verse, and I thought, seeing as our progress is in such a way it is, and particularly seeking to unlock more heroes to support us, considering the latest ventures out there on Disney Plus with the new Daredevil Reborn, we have of course unlocked Daredevil, so he will be joining us in our fray. But I figured who better for him to face off against, of course, than Bullseye, and I thought it was fantastic seeing that character being brought to life on the screen. Absolutely loved it. Okay, so let's dig in and see about Bullseye and his particulars, shall we? So, it doesn't have any sort of special rules on the back or anything like that. So, digging into his actual special rules then. When a hero is knocked out, Bullseye doesn't activate his BAM. Instead, the heroes get a knockout token. When he BAMs, you deal 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to Bullseye. So he's throwing his stuff. Anything he can get his hands on that isn't nailed down, that's what he'll be throwing. And the villainous plot is if a civilian token, thug token can't be added to a location, the heroes lose. Okay. And also, the heroes lose when they have a number of knockout tokens equal to the number of all heroes. So if we get 2 knockout tokens, doesn't have to be 1 each, 2 knockout tokens, or overflow occurs, we lose the game. Wow. Okay, that's intense, folks. That is intense. So let's have a look at our locations. Obviously we are in the Spider-Verse, so let's have a look at the this is of course Marvel United Season 1 Spider-Man content. So we have the Midtown High School, may gain a heroic feat there. We have the Osborn Laboratories, can gain a attack token, and the Daily Bugle at the end of the turn reveal a top card of the Master Plan deck, and you may place it on the bottom, so a sneak peek of what is to come, as well as potentially a bit of control as well. We have the Oscorp Tower, so may gain a move token. We have Queens. At the end of your turn, if you have 1 or 2 tokens in your hand, you may draw a card. So that's our health. Help to avoid being knocked out, of course. And then we have Brooklyn Bridge. May add a civilian to any location, then rescue 1 civilian from this location. So let's have a look and see what threat cards we're going to get from Bullseye. What is he going to be quite literally throwing at us in this game? Let's have a look. So we have the first threat token is the Striking Unseen. Here's to take damage in this location, take an extra point of damage. Wow, that's going across to Midtown High School. Okay, we got the same over at Osborn Laboratory. We have Hiding Place. If Bullseye in this location, he cannot take any damage. That's over at the Daily Bugle. And we have Diversion. As long as this threat is in play, heroes cannot defeat Bullseye nor win the game by any means. Wow. Okay. Whoosh. Okay, we have another Hiding Place over at Queens. And finally, Diversion at Brooklyn Bridge. Wow, this is feeling very intense, folks. I have to confess. Okay, let's have a look, see what we're going to be drawing from Spider-Man. So we have a double heroic feat, a single wild, and 2 move tokens, plus a move for his web slinging. Whoops, there we go. Okay, and over to Bullseye then. Let's have a look. We have Daredevil. We have a move and an attack. We have a heroic feat. We have a double wild. Come on now. Okay, so let's see where Bullseye will begin. Roll him off. So 4. So starting with location number 1, 2, 3, 4, he will be starting over at Oscorp Tower, which means we will be beginning in the Midtown High School. We need to set up the tokens, so we'll get those done. And of course, whoops, our threat tokens as well. It really does feel like quite an age since I played this, to be honest with you guys. I got buried. My office got buried in just in other gaming stuff, DIY, Necromunda scenery materials, and yeah, it really did take over my office. Completely lost my table for far too long. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, it's great, right, to do, you know, to be building stuff and really kind of let your creative juices go, but at the same time, my gosh, does it take its time. Okay, so we've got all those out. Let's just dig out the threat tokens. We don't need a tracker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then hopefully we won't need them, but we have 2 KO tokens, which we'll put up here next to Bullseye. And as I say, hope not have to use. So ideally, we'd have probably wanted to be starting over at Queen's, and we could start have cleared our healing spot, but it is what it is, folks. Okay. As always, the villain goes first. Give him a good shuffle and see what he begins with. Okay. So he starts by staying where he is and bamming, which is good for us because that's the only thing he's doing, and as you can see, that's where he is and we are not either side, so that's okay. So we've got a first villain card down in the storyline. It is playing left to right over to Spiderman. So let's have a look. He's going to draw an attack. Hand slightly under there, apologies. Okay, so striking out scene, heroes take damage in this location, take an extra damage. It's probably the lesser of all evils out there, to be fair. So I'm thinking there's a whole bunch of movement tokens going to be better served. We definitely need to get rid of diversions. And I'm thinking probably the hiding places. And we need to absolutely make sure we're not going to run into any overflow. So at the moment, actually, we're not bad on the overflow front. So I think this is a good opportunity to move and gain a couple of movement tokens. So Spider-Man will move. Oops, there we go. So from here, 1. Do you want to stay there? We want to get him to... we'll move over here and we'll take one of those movement tokens. So he's got 1 token spare. Okay. That's his. Okay, so we're over to Daredevil. We'll draw a card. The man without fear. Gain a movement token for each civilian you rescue this turn and a heroic feat. It's certainly not going to be his primary focus. We'll keep that one in the bag. We've got a movement in the storyline now. So I'm thinking probably the double wild. Let's get that out there for Spider-Man. Here we go. Okay. Oh. There we go. For some reason there seems to be a considerable delay with my switch. It's not helping that it is very, very warm in my office. I think my PC is probably cooking itself. Okay, so we have a move and a double wild. So let's do the move first of all. We do a move, and I'm thinking let's do 2 heroic feats on the diversion. Start working our way to clear this. And we are back to Spiderman. There we go, that worked. Okay. Fantastic. Okay, so I think we're going to do double heroic feat. Here, double heroic feat? Yeah, we'll do double heroic feat. So that's gone out. There we go. So double heroic feat, and that means Spider-Man can put all 3 heroic feats to defeat this hiding place. So that's gone. So our first threat cleared, and we'll rescue a civilian as well. Okay, and that's it, folks. That is our round up as the heroes. We are on to Bullseye's next turn. So let's see what he's going to do. He's going to do a move 1 and bam. It's not great for us. Okay, so he'll move 1 and bam. Do 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to Bullseye. So Daredevil gets away scot-free. But, sorry, Spider-Man gets away scot-free. But unfortunately, Daredevil does take a hit. So let's have a look. What will Daredevil go? Let's get rid of this single symbol down here. Okay. But we have uncovered our healing place now, so at least there is, of course, we've got that location freed up now, and we're about to free up Brooklyn Bridge as well. So he's done a double, he's done his BAM, and then he's going to put out 3 thug tokens, 1 on either side and the location he is in. So we'll want to get some, potentially some hitting it. Okay. And I didn't say actually, so he has 5 health that we're going to have to get rid of. So we put a thug, and a thug. Let's pick off the health tokens. That's 4. That's 5. No, that's 4. That's 5. Okay, and put them on. Woo. So, okay. So here we are back to. So that's his turn done. So we are back to Daredevil. So Daredevil will draw a card. Blind Justice. Gain a movement token for each attack. Each thug you defeat this turn. So that would be great, except he's currently now got 2 heroic feats. I think it's better to hold that one for another time. What we can do though is a move and an attack, so that is potentially helpful. So let's go with that. So we're going to do a move and attack with the 2 heroic feats. So we will clear. So we'll do 1 heroic feat here to clear this. So that is one of the diversions cleared, and the other heroic feat will rescue a civilian. Now, I do have a move and an attack, but I'll stay. No, in fact, I will attack. I don't need to worry about civilians, so I'm therefore going to move to where Bullseye is and end my turn there, in order that if I have 1 or 2 cards, I may draw a card, So that gives me a healing. It gives me radar sense. Gain either heroic feat or an attack token for each location you enter this turn with a move. Okay. So we are now to Spiderman. And Spiderman draws another move and heroic feat. So he's got a move and attack. Got a move and heroic feat. So we could do a heroic feat and an attack where we currently are, and then do a double move. Could work. Although with Daredevil ending there, I'm probably better to move. Yeah, let's do one of these move and heroic feats. We'll do a move and a heroic feat. So we've got 2 moves, attack, heroic feat. So Spider-Man will move, do an attack and heroic feat there. And we'll do another move over to the Daily Bugle. Okay. So then we are back to Daredevil, who will draw an extra card. There's a straight up heroic feat. And we've got an extra heroic feat. And a move. So I could do a double move. Potentially gain a couple of attacks, maybe. That could be worthwhile. I think it certainly could be. It's interesting the wording on his card actually. I don't know, do you gain it as you go? Or do you gain it at the end? Gain either a heroic feat or an attack token for each location you enter this turn. And potentially as he goes. So let's have a look then. Let's play it thus. So it means he gets a heroic feat where he currently is, so he can clear this civilian. He can then move into here, which he can take an attack and attack this thug, and then he can move over to the high school and he can take a heroic feat and take a civilian. Okay, so all's done for us. We are back to Bullseye. He will move 4. 1. Let's have a look then. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to end up where Spider-Man is. Okay, he's then going to bam, which will do damage either side of Spider-Man, and there's no one there, so we're free. And then he's going to put out 3 thugs. That's fine. We can do that. We can do that. So there's no overflow. Remember, a single overflow, we've lost the game. Now, thankfully, as far as we've seen thus far, he's only putting out single tokens. So far, so good. But the Daily Bugle is definitely filling up, as is Osborne Labs. So we need to focus on clearing those off. So this now comes to the storyline, and it is back to our heroes. We're halfway through threats, we're halfway through rescuing civilians, and we've just had a load of thugs come out onto the board. There are not enough civilians to clear this. There are enough thugs to clear this, but we still need the heroic feats. Let's have a look. We are back to Spider-Man. So we'll draw a card. See what we've got. So we've got a move heroic feat, and a whole bunch of single symbols. It's not great. You've already got one single symbol up there. So let's do a move and heroic feat. That gives him a double move and a heroic feat. So we'll use the heroic feat to clear a civilian. And we've got 2 moves. We certainly... Sorry, so we did a heroic feat over here. Clear one of the civilians. What else do we need to get rid of? We need to get that out of hiding place and diversion. Both up here. And he has... Well, he has access to 3 moves. I think we need to move 3 moves. And the Brooklyn Bridge doesn't serve us at all at the moment. So I think he's going to go to high school. Let's go there. Okay, so we are back to Daredevil. Oh, single attack, lots of singles. He's got a heroic feat. Unfortunately, there's only one civilian out there to be rescued. And he can't reach it. That's not great, folks. That is not great. I don't want to waste... Not a choice but to waste another one. Right, let's do a single attack then. So I've got a move, heroic feat, and an attack. So we'll move and attack. And might as well put a heroic feat on there. Not that I'm intending to clear that, but that's... and then because I did get rid of a thug, I do get an extra move token for a future turn. So that's handy. Take that. And then we are back to Spiderman. Oh, great power. A triple attack for each thug defeated with this special effect. Gain 1 heroic feat token. What's he got? It's just not great, folks. Not great at all. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to use that movement token. Got to put a wild out in order to move. A wild to move and defeat another thug. So we're about halfway through all of our missions now. Now let's see what Bullseye has in store. Gonna stay where he is, and it's an impossible shot to 2 damage to each hero in the location opposite. Oh! Oh! 1, 2, 3. There's nobody there. Fantastic. A wasted opportunity for our villain. A fantastic opportunity for us. It is over to Daredevil. Woo! We got a breather there, folks. We got a breather. So we've got a move and a heroic feat, which is great. Because I want to clear that hiding place, and I could jump across and do Oscorp Tower looking to clear that threat. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, going to do a move and another move over to Oscorp Tower. So that's my extra movement token gone, and then we've got the heroic feat and a wild. So we're going to put 2 heroic feats up here. So we are well on our way to clearing the threat at Oscorp. We are back to Spiderman, who has great responsibility. Rescue up to 3 civilians in your location. For each civilian rescued in this way, gain an attack. There's only 1 civilian out there, unfortunately. Would have been great otherwise. We have got 1 heroic feat. But we haven't got any. Do you know what, folks? I think he's better to jump across and finish off Oscorp Tower. So let's have a look at doing that. So he's going to use his great power to do a move and a triple attack. So yeah, there's only 2 there. So we'll take out those 2 thugs, add those to our mission. There is a heroic. Oh, and then he gains 1 heroic feat for each defeated thug. So he gains 2 heroic feats for that. Fact, nice. So then he can use the other heroic feat to clear this. So that's 3 of our 4 threats cleared. And then he actually still has a move and now 2 heroic feats left, which is interesting. So I'm thinking now he's going to flip back across to the Daily Bugle and he's going to rescue this civilian with 1 of those heroic feats, and the other one he'll put out onto the hiding place, the final of the big ones we definitely need to be getting rid of. So that's it for Spider-Man. We are back to Daredevil. So Daredevil has a heroic feat and an attack. We have got a movement available to us. There are no more civilians to rescue. I don't need to heal, so that's fine. Let's go with that. So we're going to do a heroic feat and attack. So at least we've got 2 symbols to pull upon. So I've got a move, heroic feat, and attack. So he will move and heroic feat. The attack goes to waste. Yeah, that's it. So our heroes are done. We are back to our villain, Bullseye. Ooh, it's going to move 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 over to Osborn Laboratories. He's going to bam, which will do a point of damage to each hero in both adjacent locations. Now, thankfully, we weren't in the striking unseen because we'd have taken 2 points of damage. So we got out of there quick, sharp, so that was good. But we are going to lose a card each, so let's have a look. Let's get rid of one of the movement cards for Spidey and one of the single heroic feat. Do I want to get rid of that? Yeah, single heroic feat for Daredevil. Okay, so we're back to the rest of the villains. So that's the 2 points of damage for the BAM. And then he's going to put out, interesting, okay, a thug and a civilian and another civilian. So he'll put out a thug where he is, and a civilian on each adjacent location. Okay, so So we've got 2 thugs here now, and a civilian, and a thug. So the problem is we can easily clear the threats, but we need to get the civilian and thug numbers. Don't really want to put him under pressure. I'm going to move that card down here. Daredevil was the last to go. We are back to Spiderman, who has a move and attack to add to heroic feat and an attack. That is fantastic. That is exactly what we need. So here we go, folks. So we got a move, 2 attacks, and a heroic feat. So Spider-Man, who's here, will do his heroic feat here to clear this threat. So we have eliminated all of Bullseye's hiding places and diversions, which means we have cleared this mission. So that's gone. Okay. So the villain will now act after each 2. We will then... So that was his single heroic feat. He's then going to move across to where Bullseye is. And because he has the 2 attack left, he will attack these 2 thugs. Means we have also cleared that mission as well now. Excellent. So the villain is now vulnerable to damage. Ruby. Oops, make a big mess of my tray. Apologies. Another one stuck in there somewhere. Here we go. Okay. So that was it for Spider-Man. We are now going. The Bullseye is now going after every other action. So we are over to Daredevil. So Daredevil will draw a card. Double heroic feat. What is that? Attack, man. Need to attack. It does have a move and attack. So I guess we'll do a move worth drawing an extra card. What have I got? If I could do 2 civilians, I don't think it's going to happen. I haven't got enough movement to get me there. Is the issue. Am I better to clear whatever is over at Osborn Labs with a double heroic feat? Maybe. Oh, this is difficult, folks. This is difficult. I can't think what's under Osborn Labs, but I could clear that, or I could rescue civilian with a view to rescuing another civilian the following turn. Oh, decisions, folks. What's he got? He's got to move. No, we'll do it. We'll stick with attack. Let's go for it. Okay, so we're going to do a move and a double attack onto Bullseye. So that is 2 of his 5 health gone. He has 3 remaining, but it is now his turn. So let's find out what he does. He's going to move 2, and bam, which is away from us. 1 and 2. Over at Oscorp Tower, the BAM has no impact at all because we're not either side of him. He has nowhere to hide, but he is going to put out 3 civilian thugs. So, and this is where we need to be conscious and cautious of potential overflow. just managing his tokens whilst we try and hunt him down. Okay, so that is it for the villain's turn. We are back to Spider-Man now. So Spider-Man draws. He's got double attack, which is great, but got no movement. That is not good, folks. That is not good. So, that is what it is. Okay. So, let's play strategic then. Spider-Man will do his move. Great responsibility. So he will move, and he can rescue up to 3 civilians in that location. For each one rescued, he gets an attack token. So he'll rescue one of the civilians, gain an attack token for that. And he has an attack from Daredevil, so he will also clear the thug that is there. And then at the end of the turn, may reveal the top card of the master plan deck and may place it on the bottom. Let's see what it is. It's move 3 and bam. So let's just zoom out and see where Bullseye is. He's here, 1, 2 and 3. That would take him to Midtown High School, so that's not a bad thing. And he's going to put out civilians, also not a bad thing. We've certainly got capacity here and here. These are empty. Or we could take one there, that's not a problem at all. If I move Bullseye now, in his turn, to the Midtown High School, he's there ready to attack him as well. So I think we're going to leave that there. I think that works for us, not against us, so that's good. So, it means got to move and rescue and gain a movement token. Might be useful, but we've got to draw a card yet. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave that there. We are over to Daredevil. Oh, it's a wild. Or a wild rather than that. I mean, a wild could be useful. Spider-Man's got loads of attack, but no movement is the issue right now, folks. So I'm thinking the wild is maybe better. I mean, Daredevil having a movement token is maybe useful, but he currently doesn't have any attack. But we will get to draw an extra card if I go and rescue that civilian. But I could just as easily rescue with the wild. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the wild. Got to chance it, folks. Got to chance it. Okay. So we've got a move and a wild. So we will do a move and a wild to rescue this civilian, which means we both immediately draw an extra card. Hopefully, it's good for us. We need something like a double movement. Oh, double wild. Even better. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. I forgot that was coming. Beautiful. Oh, another heroic feat. Stop being so heroic, Daredevil. Okay, but we gained our life. We've not suffered any KOs. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Right, so villain's turn. We know what he's doing. He's going to move 3, 1, 2, and 3 over to Midtown High School. He's going to do his BAM, which will do 1 point of damage to heroes on either location, which is none. And then he's going to put out civilians. So let's put out some more civilians. One here, one here, one over there. Okay. And now we absolutely want to be on the attack. Blooming heck! Okay. Let's see how we do. We might do it. Okay. So we are over to Spider-Man. He's just drawn his double wild, and his last is a move. Okay, thanks for that, Spidey. Double wild it is then, folks. Double wild into the storyline. So let's go and have a look at where he is. So he's up here right now. He has a single wild and a double wild, so he could move 2 and hit Bullseye for 1, and I think that is absolutely what we're going to do. So he will move from Daily Bugle 1 and 2 down to Midtown High School, and whack! He will hit Bullseye for 1 health. And then we are over to Daredevil, who also draws his last card. What is that? What? No attack! No attack! What is... Oh, you're too heroic, Daredevil. What can I say, mate? Deary me. Okay. Really? No point, but we will play a card and he will do his double attack using the double wild on Bullseye, which means we go over here and remove the last of the 2 health tokens, and that is Bullseye out for the count. Daredevil for the win. Definitely with Spider-Man's support. And that's it, folks. That is how Daredevil beats against Bullseye. I love that. Fantastic. Very thematic. Yeah, great. I felt that was actually very, very well paced. Very mild in terms of control. Actually, I thought that was quite an easy control. We did well. We did well on the card pulls, just at the right time. We actually cleared. I don't think I've actually cleared 3 missions in a game before. I think that's the first time I've cleared 3 missions in a game. So yeah, happy with that. Definitely. Didn't suffer any knockouts either. That's all the more important. And of course, we have our victory, and we'll have another hero unlocked and ready to join the fray, which is great. Hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough. I've enjoyed it. If you have, please hit that like button. If you want to encourage me to keep making this content, please hit subscribe. It really does encourage me and motivate you to keep going. Otherwise, just say thanks as always for watching. Take care, and I'll see you back at the table soon.